following material may contain sex, coarse language, and violence.
Of course! Of course!
So that you can fire cross beam.
You're also preventing a narrower profile to your opponent.
In this class of ship, certainly, and that is optimal. Now, a good pilot can also learn to use the maneuvering thrusters to twist around a ship, so if they attempt to maneuver, you can keep yourself locked onto the side.
And we might even be able to match the traverse of the turret so that we're constantly out of their primary fire along the
It
side.
requires practice, but if you want to practice it in a simulator, we can add it to the Wednesday roster.
I think...
So see how the guns are mounted there on the top of the model?
Oh, yeah.
When you come in from the side, of course, while they can rotate, if you can get in that gap between, they can't pitch down or up. They can only do that when facing in the forward or rear rack, and it's the same with the ones at the back. So that's where... Yeah.
Well, we're in luck. You said a good pilot is capable of using those thrusters. We have a great pilot.
Yeah, and it won't require you to radio ahead this time, so you won't have any flaws.
I'm not going to let that one down, am I?
Yeah, you will. You'll do something else that'll rise to the top, and I'll latch onto that.
It's alright, so I'll just think about the lab. The shiny, shiny lab.
He says lab, I think dog. Because it's printed.
Laboratory.
You can call your lab whatever you want.
Tory the Lab.
Yeah, Tory. Rhetoric.
He named it after his favorite Attitude Era female wrestler, Tori Wilson. Vince wasn't wrong about everything.
Yeah, I'll take us in. Do you need a piloting check to take us in all stealthily like?
Well, I'm waiting for the planet scan when we get into the planet
I was
scan.
going to say, before you, as you approach.
Because like, if we approach, it's like this place is the Factorio world. It is covered with guns. Get wrecked. Just like, yeah, we're not landing.
Matt can't rule the sky.
It's an option, but we want to recover the Star of
That's
Dimitrescu.
Right.
Gotta admit, looking forward to playing that game for its gameplay, of course, and the rich Resident Evil lore that's so cromulent and makes complete sense.
Total sense.
Oh yeah.
Makes more sense in those fucking movies.
First one was alright. I mean, it didn't fit in with the Resident Evil games, but it was a-ish. It had the spirit of it, it was fine.
It's an alright action movie.
I also believe again.
I mean, 2 had Nemesis in it, but it was a...
But the movie sucked, but
It's
the
kind of weird, 'cause
Nemesis was amazing.
It was the closest one, probably, to the
game it was
games.
based off of, yeah. It just had a shittier main character.
I really hate how that character basically every other character needs to be shoved under a very heavy bus.
Yeah.
Just to make her look cool. It's like you realise you can book more than one character to look cool.
Yeah,
right?
Because now the only other cool-looking character is Wesker.
Yes, actually, like I have this big disagreement with most people, and that's like I think he's a really good Albert Wesker. Like I think he's amazing. Like it could be better, sure, but it's not. And he's not terrible. He's really good.
Like, a Nemesis is the only good part of 2. He's the only good part of whatever ones he's in, because I lost track of them.
You don't need to know.
No, I don't
Like,
want to.
3, 5, and who? No.
Is there a 9?
I know Barry Burton was in one of them in name only.
Yeah, well, it wasn't there.
It wasn't Barry. Didn't even eat a sandwich, let alone refer to one.
And he and Jill shot at each other.
Yeah,
aside
weird.
from that, didn't interact. Like there was this brief 2-minute period where they were exchanging gunfire, and then.
Anyway,
So yeah, I've found coordinates of what might be a place you're looking for, Logan.
ah, Tell me more.
Gives you the coordinates.
Zamu.
Detect
Sorry,
power
Zardoz.
signatures here,
Ah,
and a settlement.
a settlement.
Well, a building.
On this barren, volcanic hellscape.
He's doing it again.
Ignore him, it might go away.
Note to self, always do this. Armaments. Do you detect any weapons?
There is what could potentially be roof, ground-to-air defense systems.
Clearing. How far away?
Not likely to be orbit, surely.
1.25 kilometers.
Spikes would sure be handy this time, wouldn't they?
Well, someone wanted a lab.
But we don't even have the lab, and I could build the bikes! And they'd be way better than any shitty bikes you could buy.
Yeah, Rosa, long hike, heavy grav.
1.5.
Gotcha.
1.5.
Crantel. Off.
5.
It's too fucking heavy.
I can't
I'm
bring
just,
all the
I'm in
guns.
yellow encumbrance for me, but I'm just going to eat it.
Yeah.
I need all of the gear. Wait a minute.
Can you get like
I have
Cerebos
these
or something?
things that would you... Oh, no, that's even with those.
Oh, okay.
Because I've recalced all of my... Wait a minute. Yeah, no, actually, I think my color scheming is wrong because my medium encumbrance is 153 and it's not at that.
Advisory: molten rock detected in area. Advise caution.
Yay. Lava.
Zalu, scout us a landing place.
See what I can do.
Any signs that they have detected us yet?
Negative. Though I cannot read their scanners. No actions have been made on their part.
Can you land, or are you going to have to drop us?
I can land. The ship is more than capable of surviving the temperatures.
We just need to find us a spot outside of the area of influence of those turrets. And their scanners, hopefully.
Even your armor should be sufficient so long as you spend no more than 5 hours outside at any given time.
Based on our previous rates of movement that you have on the scanner, how much time would it take for us to approach and surveil that base from the suggested landing point?
Approximately
There's a 21 to find.
35.2 minutes.
It seems within our tolerance.
It gives us time to approach slowly and scout. And of course,
Can you give me an overlay of the surroundings around the base? Hilly outcrops. Potential places that we can look down on the base.
Well, that's not top down, but that's kind of the environment you're going to be going into.
So there's lots of crevices we can hide in and observe the area.
Yeah.
Cool.
more heights.
Does anyone remember the rules for encumbrance?
No, I just try neither to be encumbered so I don't have to look.
Yeah, well, that's not always an option, and I need to know before we hit it, so I want the page up. Does anyone remember where it is? Special movement rules, is that it?
I'll see if it's on my desktop, because I do have a lot of stuff on the desktop.
Weight load, here it is.
I think I've already found that.
Found it.
Okay, yeah, no, I don't have it on my main desktop anyway. It's just got stuff like disabled, dazzled, entangled, invisible, pro, and all that stuff.
How
Well, fortunately, I don't have any skills that have load penalty on them, so that doesn't apply to me, but my cooldowns are increased by 1 action,
Yeah, it's a lot.
and my speed is reduced by 5 feet, which is only 1 square. I can eat that. That's fine.
It's that cooldown that's the real rough one. Right?
That's so weird, too.
Yeah, but the thing is, here's the thing. If I want my cooldown to just get better, I drop a gun off
true.
my back, and then I'm fine. And my cooldowns just go, and then I can just pick the fucking gun up when I'm done. So I'm just going to pack it in. I'm good.
I might do that too.
It's a 1 action, not 1 turn.
Yeah.
However, if I was to go up to heavy encumbrance, that goes -6 plus 2 actions, 10 feet. That's no gooder.
Well, I can still carry my standard loadout, but I have to... Well, except for I have to choose between Crantel or Rocket Launcher. Because they're both really fucking heavy.
Crantel's probably particularly helpful in this one, and we don't want to blow up too much stuff because we might blow up the star.
We're shooting at Krogan. Rocket
Grantel
Launcher-
weighs 20. 20.
That's a lot of weight.
So 1.5 times that.
Yeah. Rough.
I'm going to take the CA6 because it is the minigun. That is because it while it is packed up, it is virtually weightless because it has its own mass effect generating gravity nullifier. But that cannot operate because it uses
While
the
it's
same
in
power source to
function.
fire. So if I unpack it, then I'm encumbered, but I won't be moving.
Yeah.
So that's fine.
And I won't be using tech abilities, that's for sure.
And we might need...
bullets.
Actually, what even damage did it do? I remember it was a lot.
Yeah, it was like... You rolled like 50 or 100 dice or something ridiculous like that.
Or,
It's a 1d6 damage, but it's an A20.
Yeah. Because like heavy machine gun is A15.
So much rates of fire. It has an area effect simulation on it too, so any subject standing 1 square either side of the primary target take 33% of the damage done to the primary target.
Functionally a shotgun. It's hilarious.
It also basically shreds cover. So
And
I want them to duck behind cover because then that cover can fuck off, and then you guys can just go get them. Because I don't. This is the weapon is like being version 1. It's kind of shitty. It's like it does decent damage. It just takes too long to deploy. It's very dangerous. It's loud. Boys, I don't think that's ever going away.
No, it wouldn't be possible.
Well, also that carries into the intimidation bonus of the weapon. The fact that you've got like two yards of flame and effectively with tracer rounds a laser beam.
Tracer around fucking cool.
I love miniguns, by the way. Don't know if any of this. I mean,
I never would have guessed.
I mean, I have a gel ball one. I have a legitimate Nerf minigun, and win my airsoft minigun.
Don't even get me started. $3,000, but it's so worth it.
I know. A literal pack of little balls that get fitted through a hose, and you will use them.
It's the perfect weapon for a juggernaut. Just need to build the juggernaut suit.
Trish will also advise tactical advantage. They will not be able to scan for your heat signatures very easily with the increased temperatures exterior to their facility. This should improve your stealth capabilities.
Thank you, Trish. That is pertinent and good advice.
Let's touch down and do this.
We should consider combat outside might be difficult for weapons. They might overheat more faster.
It's likely.
Outside of the you anticipated one of my bags of tricks. You will need to make a landing roll because
It's an interesting planet.
you want to try and not land on exposed lava.
This is where Zalo rolls the 1 again.
If you do, you're using your 20.
it's just happening.
No, it'll be like Among Us on that land-based map where there's just a just that strangely liquidy, like very real liquidy sound there.
27.
Orbital flight
Thank
engaged.
you, land.
Yeah. We're down.
God, I can get used to this. Let's do it. Let's go.
Just good.
Slow motion, walking towards the camera side by shot of the group.
Or I could be like Zack Snyder and fuck even that up by having one of the characters just cut off
The side.
cut off the side. And keep in mind that we're not losing the sides of that. That's a full frame print,
Yeah.
which means he shot it that way.
And didn't fix it after he looked at it.
No, yeah, it's like no, fuck 2 takes. Who cares about Aquaman? Like really?
Who needs Jason Momoa?
Just talk fish.
That's not a thing. Aquaman does. He can make his will known.
I know.
Also, can't even talk to fish.
Jeez,
More
what is
useless.
he good for?
Well, he has a low grade of super strength that they wear for blow in the movies, and he doesn't know what a trident looks like.
And yelling.
Oh yeah, Aquaman. Man, if you want yelling and explosions because we don't know how to end our scenes, Jesus fuck, that's the film for you. God, it was stressful to watch. It made me tired.
3 out of 10, not my bronze trident.
I don't remember his voice, so I can't do a thing right now. I think it was like this.
Something like that, yeah.
So I kind of enjoy WandaVision. 3 out of 10, not my bronze trident.
So what are you taking?
Trish, atmospheric readings, breathable.
Negative.
Almost everything. I might have to leave the Carnifex behind. I'll be slowed a little bit, but
I still have yours.
I refuse to not bring a shotgun on this one. Loads. High explosive mod into shotgun.
That's going to be a problem on this planet.
Yeah, remember the floor of high explosives is the overheat threshold is higher normally.
On 14,
it's
yeah.
going to be super high on this planet.
Maybe this is for inside. This is for inside. It's for the fortune.
Right. 35 minutes. Making 30.
I'll go first.
Pick a spot. We'll give you 5.
The heat shimmers around me as I step out into the planet. Don't show a thing. Eventually I blend into the shimmering and am gone. Leaving only my grin. Which too fades away.
Right, let's go.
That it?
As I'm descending the ramp, I'm going to be doing an
Perception
electronics check to see whether they're getting blown out by the heat.
Natural 18. Okay, and that's I add spot onto that. Cool. 26.
Sorry for.
Spotting as I proceed ahead. I am
Okay.
in the lead.
Mhm.
They're in the van.
Yeah. Let's see. You would be able to make out the structure in the distance. Yes.
Do I see any ships?
No.
So the ship isn't here. Or it's inside a thing. Now, I'll pick out a good path. I'll leave like little marks, tracker style, so they know the good path to walk so they don't land on quicksand and shit.
How are you leaving the map? This is all hard rock, or it's either hard rock or you weren't obviously
Chalk.
not stepping in the
Yeah.
the molten
Yeah,
rock.
yeah, chalk.
Okay.
Rose started doing a smart
Do you
thing.
have tracking? Or not tracking?
Survival. I grew up on Invictus.
Just roll it.
That's a pretty good sell.
That's not a good roll. 12. Oh wait, no, 14. Sorry, I read the wrong line.
Yeah.
That's not a good roll though,
Yeah.
because it's time to do the things I'm good at.
Yeah. Because we've stepped out onto a volcanic route, I'm going to start through like comms check, electronics check, making sure nothing's faulting or dying under the heat.
Okay.
Noticing that
Nothing as soon as you get out of the.
I'm also
Check.
regularly checking my 1,000-yard motion sensor, my 1,000 square stare.
Yeah.
It'll pierce through your armor.
Gross.
You can check out now if you want to.
Because you're no son of mine.
If I had to go up against the most electrifying presence in the player character pool, I would go into my dad's gun safe, take his Browning, load it with the ammunition he keeps in his sock drawer, put it under my chin, and meet my maker, and tell him it was just faster this way.
At least you actually get a hit, because you can't hit anything with any distance with that kind of gun.
That's why your dad just left it around in the gun safe.
Yeah, no,
He doesn't carry it with him because he's like, no, I actually want to defend myself, which is why I use my Glock.
it's just more accurate to throw the fucking gun at someone. No, I'm not fucking kidding.
He's an armorer, he'd know. Comms check.
Check.
10-minute intervals sound good for everyone.
Check.
No reply, thumbs up to the rest of the group.
I can't see that because I'm too far ahead.
Rose says check.
If anyone starts noticing any difficulty focusing, any side effects of the heat, let us know. See, my gear is white with the chromed Judge Dredd style shoulder pads, which means the ambient light from the magma tints me the same color as everything else, effectively rendering me completely,
Shiny.
mostly undetectable.
Nice and shiny. So,
You mean shiny like those light sources of magma that are right over there? The hottest entertainment draw.
so at least as soon as you get a ping, you stop, isn't it?
Oh, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Because I'll want to approach in a more cautious manner.
How fast we going, boss? Normal, double time.
You must do what you feel is right.
Just fast enough. We're not trying to break at anything here. Also, the terrain's not perfect, so I wouldn't be double timing it.
Yeah, you don't want to have to make a roll when you could trip and fall and lose one of your precious items into a magma pool. Or get your wizard trapped in a necklace. Around the neck of a power-mad psychopath who's been imprisoned beyond the veil for 10,000 years.
It's his fault, though.
All alone in the dark.
That was. Way was leaving. That was going to happen. Regardless.
You don't know that! You don't know that. You don't know
He
that.
brought that upon himself.
Stupid evil stick.
You do know that he had all the potions of fire resistance, however.
Yes.
I also know that all of his gear dropped.
Yeah,
He is gearless.
we collected all of this crap. Although, I do believe the crazy wand is gone and the staff.
Yeah, because she took it.
He took it. Those are hers.
That is actually her staff.
I know.
It wants to be.
I know.
hers. It calls.
It makes dogs hate you, so of course I couldn't have it.
It does do that. Animals, like the natural animals, hate the wielder. They resent it because it's unnatural and they feel it.
So Rosa's going to stand beside Zalo and go as fast as you feel safe. I'll match.
Games are afterwards. Let's go.
She goes hard all day, all
Here's
night.
the habit
All
of-
the proud Southern people who are ready to fight
Look,
say yeah.
if somebody's going to fall into something, I've got jets on my back. She can essentially make herself fly. This is the only one of us that might need no save.
And because he's a Quarian, he's basically already foil wrapped.
Juicers. I'll just go at normal speed.
Why isn't he naked?
So you get within a range where you realise that the walls, the exterior walls of the structure, are too thick for you to get a
That's fair.
reading through.
That's fair. That's what lift up mines are for. So I see the structure now clearly.
Yes.
I can analyze it and look at it and determine what it is and how well defended it is and where we can easily get in. I could do that. I could do that. But why? Why would I do that? That might give me something, actually. 13.
It's a base.
It's base. It's it doesn't look like it's been there long. It's kind of got, from what you can tell from that angle, approaching. You're coming from sort of the northwest, heading southeast. So it looks like it's sort of cross-shaped,
Time to pray.
backed up against a smallish hill.
And do I see many guards up top of the parapets?
No, doesn't seem to be anybody on the outside that you can see.
I want to do a camera check.
You can see the ground-to-air defences.
I want to do a camera check with my scope.
I'll look for cameras.
Yeah. $22. Wait, hang on. I think I get a bonus from having a scope. No, I don't think it applies in this situation.
I don't see any cameras.
I don't see any cameras so far. There also don't appear to be guards on top. I see the AA defenses. They look like...
They're largish. These ones are probably, I suppose, medium-sized. They're just double-barrel guns. They're just dormantly just pointing up on an angle. 45 degree
medium-sized, double cannons. Yeah. There are this many of them.
angle.
3. So good thing we didn't do a flyover.
Hangar?
I'll scoot around the sides and see if I can...
I can immediately tell you this building is not big enough for a hangar.
No, it's not big
And
enough.
not big enough for a hangar that could hold the ship that you're looking for.
No.
Potentially a fighter at the most might be able to fit into one of the building, like the rooms from what you can tell.
It's too small. Too small.
Get Trish to take off and hang on the other side of the planet.
Okay. Trish,
Yes, Logain.
can you safely dust off and hang on a moment? Well, go back to yellow. Trish won't be able to hear us call on the other side of the planet. It's called line of sight.
Give her
It's best to remain here for the moment.
Alright.
Trish, cancel that. Stay alert. Keep your passive sensors ready for any incoming.
Acknowledged, low game.
I'll side. Okay, so if there's not a big enough building for a hangar here, what other structure did we see that might be big enough? It's in the hill, isn't it?
Or underground.
Uh-huh.
Or in an asteroid that we went past.